Hi, and welcome back to my channel, Bookmarked by Aaliyah. I'm Aaliyah, and let's do a September wrap-up. So the month of September, I think I read 8 books, 3 on the Kindle and 3 physical books. And I'm just gonna go over them, tell you what they're about, and tell you how I liked them. I can't remember exactly all the ratings, but I'll tell you how I felt about them. First, Final Offer, the last book in the Dreamland Billionaire series. I was kind of sad when this ended because I love this series so much. The first one's the fine print, then there's terms and conditions, and then there's the final offer. This series follows 3 brothers, billionaire brothers, who are a part of like a Disneyland, basically, but like a fictitious Disneyland, and their grandfather dies, leaves them a will. But for them to get like their inheritance and their shares of, of the company or whatever, they have to do what's written in these letters for them. So each book is basically them fulfilling what the grandfather told them to do in the letters. So this one is the last brother, the most troubled brother. And I love this book. I think I like this book more than the other 2. They're all like 4.5s for me. But this one I think I like the most because he had so much more to do in his letter for his grandfather. His was a little more of a hurdle, where the other 2 brothers, they just had to, do some random things, but still heavy things. But this one was kind of heavier for him. And I love a happily ever after. All the women, all their love interests that I really like about this book, all their love interests are women of color, so Hispanic, Black girls. And I love that because you really don't see that a lot in these kind of like billionaire, series. And I really love this. So if you have not read this series, read this series. It is so good. Second, I have Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson. I read another book by her called Allegedly. That book was okay. It was okay. So I was kind of leery. I was like, do I really want to read this author again? She wasn't bad at all, but I wanted a story to like get me. This sucked me in, but I will say there is some real heavy stuff in this book. So proceed with caution. But again, we all have to remember that it's fiction. So, I mean, it is fiction, but it can be triggering, I guess, for some people. But I didn't think it was going to be this heavy, but it was definitely a heavy book. I think I might have given this maybe 3.5 stars or something like that, but it was a good book, and I do want to read some more stuff by this author. Next, I have The Lies I Tell by Julie Clark. This was one of those random buys you just kind of pick up when you're like shopping. I think I was in Meijer when I got this. Basically, this lady's a con artist, and she does what she has to do. She goes by different names. She does what she has to do to get what she wants. I'll just say that because it's kind of hard to explain. Then there's another woman in the book that I guess 10 years ago, she did something to her. Like, it's hard to explain, but it was a good read. I think I might have given this like 3.5 stars. Something to pass the time, super short. I don't know how many pages it is, but it's a short read, and I think I read it in a couple of days. Next we have my last 2 physical books. I read Book Lovers and I read Happy Place. Can we just talk about Emily Henry for a minute? Can we please? I love her books. I don't know if it's because I'm a book girl and like all of her books have somewhere in there. Well, I'm not gonna say all of them. I haven't read all of them. I read 3, but the 3 I read, I love books that have books in them, if that makes sense, like a bookstore or their editors or writers, and they're all about books. Like, something about that just draws me in, and her books draw you in. They're so cute. Book Lovers and Happy Place, they were similar to me, I think, with rating, but I think I like this one the most. This was my least favorite book of hers, but I loved it still the same. Like, they're still 4 stars for me. I think I gave all of her books 4 stars. They're just so cute. I love how that always comes together, the character development. This one right here, though, is my least favorite because the side characters carried the story. I love them more than the main 2 characters. Like, I like their relationship, but it was the friends. So you got to have good friends in your life. You have to. So I just love how, like, your friends can basically make you see things in yourself or see things that you need to see sometimes. And this book did that. I love the friend group. I felt like reading this whole book. I was sitting right there with them outside, at the pool, at the lake. Like, I felt like I was there. Like, I was part of their friend group. because they were super cool people. So on my Kindle, I read 3 books. I read Wish for Us by Tilly Cole. I read Jar of Hearts by, what's her name? Jennifer Hillier, I believe. And I read Wish for Us. I read, what's the other one? Jar of Hearts. And I read, what did I read? Jar of Hearts, A Wish for Us, and I Think I Might Love You by Christina C. Jones. Brain fart. I need some sleep. I need a nap. All 3 books were pretty good. Christina C. Jones, I Think I Might Love You. It's just a novella, super short book. I think I read it on a couple of breaks I had at work, just kind of flipping through just to pass the time. But it was really cute. It's a 3-book series, but they're all novellas, so they're super short, maybe like 100 pages or less. And it's about 3 sisters. So each book carries 3 sisters and their relationships. So that was a super cute read, super short. A Wish for Us by Tilly Cole, same author who wrote 1,000 Boy Kisses that I talked about in the last video. 1,000 Boy Kisses was really, really sad. This was kind of sad, but not like sad like that. It really wasn't. And it didn't do it for me like 1,000 Boy Kisses did. It was something real. I think I gave it 3 stars. It was a little, I don't know. It was weird. I don't know. Like, it's all about music and they're musicians, but it just got so kind of cheesy and corny, I guess. Like, oh, I hear the music, I see the colors, and I love music just like the next woman. And I can see where they were going with that. And it's a specific diagnosis that the boy has that allows him to see color and see movement and pictures and things like that. But all of that to me kind of overpowered the actual story, because every other line we had to hear about a color or what he saw when he heard music. It's like, okay, dude, we get it. Like, all right, get to the story. What's your relationship about? What are y'all gonna do? So that didn't do it for me. Jar of Hearts, that was another heavy one. Just like Monday's Not Coming, so go with that with caution as well. It deals with basically a murder that happened when a girl was like younger, like high school age. She covered it up. She got away with it. I think it's like 14, 15 years later. And she gets arrested for it and everything that goes with that. It's very hard for me to explain books without trying to tell a story. So I'm not going to do that. So, but it was really, really good. It's got some grotesque parts in it. So if you kind of like get creeped out about like gross stuff, it's kind of graphic. Might want to stay away from that one. But if you're okay with reading stuff like that, I wish I would have saved it for this month. For October, because, you know, it's Halloween, you know, so, but yeah, it was kind of creepy, but it definitely was a good read. I'm gonna probably try to read all thrillers for October. I don't know. I know me, so I know I'm gonna throw a romance or 2 in there, because sometimes thriller after thriller, you're like, okay, but those thrillers, you can just fly through them. I just read The Housemaid's Secret. I read that in a day, 24 hours. I loved it because I love The Housemaid. And I think today I'm going to start Never Lies. So stay tuned for like the first week in November so I can go over my October wrap up. All right. Thanks, guys, for following me. Please like, subscribe, share my channel with your friends and family. And I hope to see you on the next one. Thanks.